Hello, hello. This is Chucky from Collecting for Fun, and today I got a really cool piece of memorabilia to review for you guys. This, my friends, is a Clone Trooper helmet signed by some of the cast members from the Star Wars franchise. So I'm going to take off my protective wrapping off this for the very first time so you can have a look at this together. And I gotta be very careful because I definitely do not want to smudge any of the signatures here. But this is definitely a very special piece for me because I am a huge Star Wars fan. And yeah, we got a certificate of authenticity here. And so we have, again, a number of the Star Wars uh, main cast signing this. So on the bottom here, you can see Billy D. Williams, Lando. He signed off Lando there. That is from the late Carrie Fisher. So this was signed many years ago, before her passing. And before her passing, she did quite a number of conventions, so and a lot of signings. So this is a very special piece. There's George Lucas's signature, and George Lucas has a very simple signature. It looks like a scribble, and it definitely is a scribble. Jerry Bullock, I had a pleasure of meeting years and years ago. What a gentleman that is. And look at that signature. It's a beautiful signature. And that is Boba Fett right there. We have Mark Hamill right there. And you can see Luke. And Mark's signature is usually kind of squished with the M and the Hamill together. And so that is his signature. I did have a chance to meet him years ago too. And he was quite nice when I met him. I heard recently that he's kind of more of a grump recently, but I don't know. When I met him, I had a good experience, and I really cherished that memory. Same thing with Carrie Fisher when I met her. Loved meeting her. She actually gave me a kiss on the cheek when I met her, and gave me a big hug. So yeah, that's Carrie Fisher was one of a kind. Billy D. Williams, when I met him, he was for some reason in a wheelchair, and I don't know if he still is, but he was in a wheelchair when I met him, and he, only stood up when he had to. So I don't know what happened. He was having mobility issues, and I don't know if he was having a bad day, but I still cherish my memories meeting him. He was always on my list that if I ever had a chance to meet him, I definitely want to. Harrison Ford, I've never met. I don't know if I ever will because he's very well, he doesn't do cons, not that I am aware of, and I've never ever seen him at any convention. But would love to meet Harrison Ford. It's a little bit of a scribble there, but that definitely is his signature there. We have one of the people that portrayed Darth Vader on the top here. We have David Prowse, who had passed away recently as well, a number of years ago, and I did meet him too. Quite a nice gentleman, but he was pretty weak when I met him, and he wrote down, "No, I am your father, Darth Vader," and but he's quite a gentleman. Um, and yeah, know um, he's definitely missed in the Star Wars franchise as well. On the side here, we have Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca, right there. And again, another one that we lost recently. And I remember talking to him about the passing of Carrie Fisher, and he was telling me a story about that. And so, yeah, this is quite a piece of history here. And when I'm looking back at this, and I'm very glad that I met some of these stars before they passed. And of this, who signed this helmet, and the helmet's pretty nice. It's made of hard plastic, but I mean, really, I wouldn't buy this without the signatures. The signatures is what made this good memorabilia piece. And I mean, you look at who's passed now. Chewbacca's passed. David Prowse has passed. Fortunately, Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill are still with us, but obviously they're getting up in age. Jerry Bullock has passed. George Lucas is still with us, but he's up there in age too. Billy D is still with us. Carrie Fisher, unfortunately, has passed. So, very unique Star Wars memorabilia piece. And I do actually have two other helmets that I have that are Star Wars based. And if you want to see those, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, so I know that's what you want to see, and I will make sure that we start you know getting reviews on those as well. And yeah, so this is a special. This sits on one of my shelves so that I can look at it every once in a while and just kind of you know bask in the glory of one of my favorite franchises and having this very unique piece signed by some of my favorite Star Wars actors that have graced the Star Wars franchise, and all from the original movie. So I wish this was actually a stormtrooper helmet instead of the Clone Wars one, but it is what it is. Um, but yeah, because I guess when they released the original, the new movie franchise, this is what was being printed or made, so that's what was available to sign when they were premiering this. I assume, but anyways, yeah. So this is Chucky from Collecting for Fun. As we approach Star Wars Day, I hope you enjoyed this piece of Star Wars history. And hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000, and with your help, we'll definitely get there. So thank you so much for watching. And again, if you want to see more of these Star Wars memorabilia pieces signed by some of the actors, please let us know in the comment section so I can post more of these reviews for you. Take care, guys. Bye.